Yes, for anyone who's watching this recording that may be affiliated to the Sam Johnson Center, we would like another fitness room. Somebody please put in a proposal for a bond, another fitness room, please. All right. So week 4, chakra 4, often known as the energy of the heart, anahata. The 4th chakra is actually not the heart chakra. It is an energy in the center of the chest, just happens to affect the heart, which is set just a little bit off to the side. The energy of anahata is represented by the color green. Green hats, green shirts, green hats. It's an emerald green color. The sound is yum, like yummy. That is the bija or the seat balancing sound. The element is air, so we work a lot on breathing, pranayama, when we do heart classes. The demon of this energy, the one thing that ultimately deteriorates the tone or the health of the heart is grief. It's grief. I know some people go, oh, I think it would be hate, as if it's love and hate, right? But it's grief. Grief is intimately connected to your 1st chakra. So we are going to do 1st chakra connected to your 4th chakra today, because grief, when it becomes very damaging to your life force, to your physical body, to your mental, emotional well-being, in counseling, it's considered an attachment disorder, an attachment to something that in our minds we feel that we no longer have, or we can't let go of. So in working with grief, in the tenets of yoga, which the tenets of yoga, the yamas and niyamas, comparable are the 10 commandments in Christianity. So the tenet in yoga we practice is a non-covetousness. But instead of saying thou shalt not covet, in yoga, we don't say things in the negative. Instead, we say thou shalt let go. So aparigraha, it's the art and the act of letting go. Beautiful. Yeah. So let's start letting things go, y'all. Let's let it go. Don't let it go too much. Don't lose it. All right, let's roll the shoulders down and back. Allow your feet to come into any comfortable foundation. Again, the first thing we want to do is have a comfortable foundation so that we feel that we are rooted or connected to the earth and not necessarily grasping at it. Wiggle your toes, move your feet around, move the ankles around, maybe even shift forward and back, giving the body an opportunity to feel connected. At some point, let's find stillness. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead, and exhale, bring the arms back and around. With every inhale, we're sweeping the arms, every exhale, sweeping back, and the breath can be whatever you want it to be. Inhaling through the nose as much as possible. We breathe in through the nose mostly because it filters the air. It also helps to move air up into the brain faster. And also breathing in through the nose is the most efficient way for the body to bring the breath into the proper temperature so that it can be metabolized by the body. When you exhale, we can exhale from the throat. Your mouth can be open or closed. And of course, the throat and the jaw are connected to the pelvis and chakra 1 as well. If we find that we're gripping or holding on to anything, relax your jaw. The foundation for the heart energy is chakra 1. So being able to let go. Inhale up, exhale down. Maybe slow it down a little bit. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try a couple more. Maintaining a rhythm where the exhale is just a little longer than the inhale. The longer your exhale, chances are the greater you'll tap into a relaxation response. Longer exhales mean more peace, more letting go. Exhale is more important than the inhale. Before we ask for anything, before we even go forth in prayer, asking for something, first considering if the prayer is not being answered, what is taking up space? What do we need to let go of to make space so that we may receive? Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead. Let's hold it here. Walk the feet into the width of the pelvis bones. Let's step our left foot back. Both legs are straight. Inhale, reaching up, turning the palms forward. As we exhale, we'll bend the right knee. Pull the elbows back behind you so that the heart and the ribs protrude out and forward. Surprise! That's what it looks like. Jack in the box movement. Okay? Inhale, come up. Palms in. Exhale, rotate and shift forward. Palms down. Inhale, reach it up. Both legs straight. Exhale, shift forward, pulling the elbows in. Option to close the eyes. Part of creating stability is being able to lean into your own internal resources. Lean into what feels right. And making decisions based on the body's feedback. Inhaling, reaching up. Maybe even moving a little bit slower. When we close our eyes, the body might become a little more cautious because it could feel a little less stable. Simply reminding ourselves, I am safe, I am grounded, I am connected. On the next exhale, let's hold it in the down position. From here, inhale, bring the hands behind you. Stack your left arm on top of the right arm. Pull the elbows back, keeping that healthy bend in the right knee. Inhale, lift up through the heart and open the throat, looking up towards the ceiling. If this is creating any pain in the neck, you know where that saying comes from, right? What a pain in the neck. They say if you have neck pain, to check around you and identify the source. Psychosomatic. Inhale forward, pull the shoulders back, drop the shoulders down. When you're ready, bring the arms up and overhead again. And then exhale, hands come down, strong mountain expression. Inhaling, arms rising up, stepping our right foot back this time, both legs straight. Reaching up, dynamic, lift the shoulders, open the armpits, palms forward. Exhale, pull the elbows back and bend through the left knee. Inhale, rising up, palms press in. Imagine you're holding on to a volleyball. And then exhale, pull the palms down. Let's do a few more of these. While we're lowering down slow, continue to press back with a little extra effort into the right heel. The further we lunge forward, the more it will stretch your calf and Achilles tendons. Sometimes this can create some cramps in the feet. So just moving nice and slow while the muscles and the joints warm up. Inhale up. Again, option to close the eyes. Closing the eyes maybe only when we're still, open when you flow. Or maybe only close the eyes when you flow. Open them when you're still to anchor your energy. Let's find at least one more full inhale and full exhale. Holding it in that down position. Sweeping the arms behind us. This time the right arm is on top of the left arm. Breathe into the center of the chest. Inhale, pull the shoulders back. Press the shoulders down. Inhale, lift the chin. Maybe first lifting the chin enough so that we can comfortably see where the wall meets the ceiling, or lifting the chin a little higher, further opening the throat. One more big inhale. Exhale, soften the body, reach the arms up and overhead. Let's step to mountain, hands coming down beside us. From here, we'll pick up our block, Place it between the knees and the thighs in the most narrow position, feeling as if we are able to maintain a soft grip on the block, not so much pressure where it compromises the comfort or it feels hard on your knees. Roll the shoulders back, inhaling, sweeping the left arm back, little twist, reach it all the way up and around, and then come to center, reaching straight up towards the sky. Let's look up at the left hand. Take in a big breath into the upper left part of your lung. The left side of the body is responsible for giving. So this is the side of the body where we make the space. Big inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. When you're ready, inhale, reach. Exhale, let's lower the hand down. Inhaling, taking the right arm back, all the way up and around. Coming to center, hold on, 1,000 helium balloons, big inhale and exhale. Right side of the body is responsible for receiving. So we have receive through the right, give from the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, soften. Just so happens the right side also has your liver. So it's an opportunity to get rid of any anger or resentment, which is a form of a bad attachment, right? And it interferes with the ability to give and receive love. Inhale, reach. It's okay. You don't have to forgive all at once. If you want to keep all that spite, it's okay. It's all right. You just hold on to it. Yeah, fester in it. When you're ready, slowly let it come down. But in all honesty, you don't have to forgive all at once. Sometimes it's slow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands go behind us, sweeping around, palms facing up, sitting back gently. Inhale, open out to the side, give, hold it there as you exhale. Inhale, right arm out to the side, receive, maybe close the eyes and start to really become aware of the energy in the palms of your hands. Exhale all the way first and open your left hand. And now open the right, inhale through the right, exhale from the left. Inhale right, exhale left. Move it through the heart once more, inhale and exhale. Let's bring the hands down onto the thighs for a standing cat and cow flow. Beginning with our fingers down towards our feet, elbows go out to the side, and then pull the elbows in tight towards your waist. On the inhale, we're pushing through the heels of the hands to open up through the chest. You will have a little bit of a sway back with this. That's what we want. It's not a real pronounced sway back where there should be pain or pressure, but it is enough to encourage strengthening in the low back. Press the shoulders towards the hips. Inhale into the chest, allowing your chest to protrude forward. Imagine your spirit animal is like a chicken. What's the spirit animal? Chicken. Right? So you want like the chest to come out, to be slightly bowed, while you pull your wings back. One more inhale. And now exhale, slowly lower your belly towards your thighs. Walk the hands down towards the floor. Let's take our yoga block from the knees and thighs, placing it in front of us in the most upright position to support us in our standing forward fold. Shifting forward, we can have both hands on that block. Let's shake our head yes, and turn the head left and right. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, the sound is yum. Yum. Two more. Big inhale. 1, 2, 3. Yum. One more. Big inhale. Bigger exhale. Yum. From here, we'll slowly walk the hands to our thighs. Leave the block at the top of the mat. Let's come to standing. Stepping close to the block so that we have our right foot just behind that block. Inhale, let's bring the left foot back, a very casual stride. It is like a petite warrior one foundation, very small. Inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, both hands coming down onto the right leg. Let's flip our hips back like we just practiced with the chicken movement. It's standing cow, but it does look like chicken. There's no formal chicken pose in yoga, by the way. There are several birds, so several birds, several fowl. All right, we can hold it right here or keep your right hand on the right thigh. Continue to push back hard into the left foot. Because of this very narrow stride, you could bend your left knee, and that might take some tension out of your hip and back. Notice the feeling there. Relax your jaw. Unlock the hips. Take the left hand, looking down at the block, and maybe gently reaching down, either fingertip light to the top of that block, or it could be a flat palm if that feels accommodating. If we're noticing that reaching down is creating a strain, we could always experiment with inching the left foot back a little more. As we inch that left foot back, naturally are able to get lower down to the floor, perhaps alleviating some discomfort and stress. When you're ready, if that left hand feels secure on the block, let's experiment with taking the right hand from the thigh and putting the knuckles on the low back. We're breathing into our upper right lung as we twist. So we're twisting on an inhale towards the right. Inhale, press the left shoulder in towards the right leg and lift the right elbow while opening up the right chest and shoulder. We could look just to the right edge of our yoga mat. We could turn the head a little more. We could look up and over the right shoulder, noticing what the body is in agreement with. So I loosely say, I can do this and I can do that in yoga. It's rather, what does the body want to do today in yoga? Let's breathe into the right lung. One more big inhale. Option to straighten both legs while you're holding the twist. If you get a little snap, crackle, pop in there, you know it's okay as long as there's no bright lights, dizziness, nausea, or vomiting. Okay? Or loss of bowel. That's the worst. That's the worst. From here, let's all bend the right knee. Take the right hand onto the right thigh, gently unraveling the spine. Let's take our left hand onto our right thigh. And now slowly come up so that we're allowing those muscles to spring back gradually and blood pressure stays high. All right, just smile. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep them back. Let's step forward, lining up the block in front of our left foot. Hands to the hips. Let's take a very short stride back with the right foot. Usually the shorter the stride, the less risk of injury. Let's bend our left knee. Inhaling, arms up and overhead. Smile. This is Virabhadrasana Eka, Warrior One. Warrior One is the embodiment of feminine warrior energy. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive, both hands down onto the left thigh. Checking in with the right leg, maybe keep the right heel on the ground and bend the right knee to get low with it. Keeping our left hand secure on the left thigh, we can always reach forward with the right hand to our yoga block. And again, it could be fingertip light, or we could bear weight all the way down into the block. If we're putting our entire palm or our entire weight into the block, push away from the block rather than resting down into it. So you're imagining you're trying to squish the block down into your yoga mat. From here, let's take our left hand, bringing it to the low back, tucking the knuckles in close to the body, keeping in mind before we engage that twist that it can feel very different from left to right, and we don't want to force it. On the next inhale, let's breathe up into the left lung. Draw the right shoulder over. We took the arm out of the stretch. That way we could focus more so on the chest and swiveling at the waist, keeping the hips grounded, maintaining that stable foundation. Option to hold it here or straightening both legs, one or both legs. Any combination, you could have your front leg straight, back knee bent. You could even switch it out, front leg bent, back leg straight, both legs straight, both legs bent. It's the yoga buffet line. Just pick whatever you want. Come back for seconds. Breathe once more into the upper left lung. Big inhale. Let's all bend the left knee and maybe even the right knee, bringing both hands around onto the front thigh, walking the right hand up, slowly coming up. Inhale, arms reaching up and overhead, nice and slow. And then exhale, hands down, stepping forward in front of our block. All right, let's pick up our block. Using our block in our chest expansion, I would like to show you an approach for the chest expansion to hopefully maximize the range of motion in your shoulders and to prevent pinching any nerves in there. So one of the main patterns of movement that interferes with shoulders is this. This is what we don't want. Unless a physician has told you to do it, listen to your physician, right? This is what we don't want, right? Instead, we want to take it up, rotate out, and then reach it back. Okay, I'm not supposed to reach up. Other options, thank you, Terry. Thank you for telling me. So our participant, Terry, said she's not supposed to reach up. All right. So in cases where we're protecting the shoulder, not wanting to reach up, we take it out like we're swimming. It's just like, and that's why we do that, right? Because we want to rotate the bones and get maximum range of motion and maximum power and force. So you can come forward, you can even be down low, as long as you push, rotate, and open. And it can feel so different. What do you think, Gail? It feels good on my shoulder. Oh, good, good. So go ahead and try it a few different ways. If you know that you always do these big circles, maybe just for today, practice it with a lower circle and notice how it feels. We can hold on to the block loosely. We could press with the heels of the hands. If you want, you could even hold on to it with the heel and the forearm, trying to pull your arms in towards the block. No matter where you go with this, I know, relax your jaw. I see everyone. I saw it as soon as I said, pull your arms in, like 8 of you, which is the whole class. Like, I know, you'll never look at a foam block the same way again. Isn't yoga amazing? Like, you don't have to lift a heavy weight. You just need dynamic awareness. Pull the elbows back and in, and remember to smile. Remember to smile about it. Inhale, big breath into your heart. And then exhale, soften. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. We actually give from the front of our heart, and we receive through the back of the heart. Exhale. If there's anyone special you have in mind today, maybe there's someone on a prayer list, maybe it's one of your pets, maybe it's somebody that's no longer with us on this plane of consciousness, but you'd like to send some loving vibes out to them, Taking a big inhale. And then exhale. Giving from the heart. One more. When you're ready, take the block around to the front of the body. Let's place it at the top of the mat. We might want to use it to come down to the floor. Inhaling, arms coming up. Exhale, swan diving. Option to use the block, safely helping us come down to the floor. One leg back, both knees bent. Other leg back, feet to one side, and sitting down for a moment.
Should do that gently.
Okay, this is what we're doing today with our props. This is one of my absolute favorite poses that is part of my regular regimen, like just like flossing my teeth. This is a pose I like to do. It's called restorative fish. Some of you know fish pose. Some of you know you don't like it, right? Fish pose can be very strenuous. I'd like to show you what traditional fish pose looks like and show you why we don't do traditional fish in a lot of our classes. So it's not like, oh, it's the senior center, so we're not doing fish pose. It's more like our culture of the way that we live doesn't necessarily promote this posture. This posture can be just way too strenuous on the neck. So traditionally for fish, what we would do is we would tuck our knuckles underneath our hips, and we would sit on our hands. And already this doesn't feel quite right. Just never noticed my butt was so heavy. I'm keeping it. I like it.
Join the club.
I like it, Margaret. All hail, but heavy butt. All right. And then what we would do is we would pull forward with the toes. And as we do, I pull my elbows under and lift with my head. I know, right? Dear Lord. Exactly. And then you come down onto the crown of your head. To come out of the pose, kind of, and it pulls your hair. That's traditional fish.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Not doing it.
We're not doing it. Yeah, it's just,
See why?
you see why it's just not functional to do that, like in our culture, because so much of what we do is forward. We just need functional. We're not going to the air show, okay? So we can use props instead. So you'll have one prop you'll be putting under your back, another prop under your head. Which one goes where depends on your props. Whatever is the taller prop is going under the head. The smaller one goes under the middle back. I would say this is easier with a blanket or a pillow, not impossible with blocks. I do this at home with blocks. I'd like for you to see what it looks like with the blocks. I take one block in the most upright position. I take my second block in this position, and they're like this. So they're perpendicular to each other. And they're very close. See, they're only like maybe 2 inches apart, okay? This block is going to go under this bone. If you feel that large bone right there, everyone has it. You better. We're gonna talk later. The block is going under that bone. That is C7. C7. So C7, T1, you're gonna go under C7. Okay? And this is what it looks like. As I lie down, I actually can feel this on my ribs. I'm coming down using the block underneath my head. It's not on my neck, it's at the base of the skull. And then I lie down like this. So I'm not inverted. I do not have my throat open. My chin is down enough so that if I was standing, an egg would roll off my head, right? And then if this is still hurting the low back, it doesn't feel right, I can bend my knees and walk the feet out and do it like this. To get out of the pose, there's a little drop off, but we just kind of go to one side and come up, okay? That's
Yeah. How easy is that?
Yes, yes, yes. You want to see it? Yeah. Okay. So they're really close right here. I think this is actually on T2, T3. It's well below, it's like pushing between your shoulder blades. Let's go ahead and try it out. I'll walk around a little bit in case anyone's, did you get it? So your hips should be on the floor. Your bottom, your hips, buttocks is on the floor. And then the hands can go on your stomach, if that's comfortable. Put your boots, bring it down. Oh, is that better?
Yeah.
That fits your frame a little better. How for you too, Lily? Oh, no, please go farther this way to the back. Does it feel weird? Come on, let's try it again. And now come down. Is it okay? Yeah, it
Feels
was
like you're in the getting your hair washed position.
oh my gosh, that is perfect. It's the going to salon, getting your hair washed position. Yeah, thank you, Margaret. I'm coming around.
Oh, I will not having a picture now.
Totally uncomfortable. Okay, the vertebrae doesn't touch the block. Just my head. Is it any better? Oh, just my hands apart. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this here, this says the spirit. And oh, that's much better. There you go. That's it. What do you think? Can I help your head? Sure. Yeah. Is that not is that right? So it seems like it's really hard to finish. Okay, walking down. It's so too much. Oh, I think it's just this is not. It's like one size. It's sometimes one size fits most your all. So here now like that. How's that now? Perfect. And can you feel it? I can see your ribs.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. What do you think, Gloria? It's not. It's not. For a second. Okay, now start to lie down. Lie down. I got your head. Oh. Is it different? It is. Is it all right? So you're so good, Jane. Does it feel okay? Mm-hmm. Sure. I know you wouldn't mind. Mm-hmm. All right.
Are you?
I think it up more of it. I'm not sure how your shoulder will respond. I don't think it was not a second. This way. Start from my hand. Does it feel uncomfortable? Very good. Yeah, okay. And then this. Better? Okay. One person. Sit up a little bit. Start to lie down. Relax your foot. Open your palms up towards the sky. Let it hurt. Your body's holding on to you. Oh, yeah. Take a big breath and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So you can try staying for a few more breaths. It does not look unsafe. But if your tension doesn't sit solid, you know, the most of the solid. Right on the nail. Great, so I'm only recommending we stay in this position maybe 2 more minutes. At any time, here's a few things that could happen. First of all, the more your body attempts to relax, the more it might get uncomfortable because your body might actually want to do a bigger back bend, but now the props are inhibiting your movement. So you'd want to maybe take the block behind your middle back and from your head. And what you could do is roll over to one side, remove those props, and then simply lie down on your back. Sometimes it gets uncomfortable before it gets comfortable. You just never know. That's why they call it a practice. There's a thing called a Golgi tendon reflex. So naturally, as there are signals going from the body to the brain to stretch, there's another signal that says tense up at the same time. So you're stretching in a cautious way. So sometimes you just have to stick with it and breathe, and then everything just releases. Exhale from your throat. If it's really truly comfortable, you can stay here as long as you want. It usually takes 3 to 7 minutes for that tendon reflex to subside. Focusing on the longer exhalations so that we're making space for the inhale. Let's move the breath through the body a few times without having to move the hands, the shoulders, or any other part of the body. Simply sensing that the breath is approaching from the right side of your body, like a wave of green light as we inhale. It washes over your chest, and then exhale, that wave draws out from the left, pulling out from the left side of the body. Inhaling, receiving through the right. Exhale, allowing the breath to pull out from the left. With every inhale, as the wave of green light washes over the body, inhale, hearing the sound off. Exhale, hearing the sound ta. Ata. As we recruit these sounds with an inner voice, we are chanting the word ata, translated from Sanskrit to English. This word means now. Staying present, radically present with the breath. In the words of Mother Teresa, yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is not yet here. Today is all we have, or this moment is all we have. Let us begin. In yoga, we say, Atta Yoga Anushasana, which means now the exposition of yoga begins, or now is the only time you can experience yoga. Let's deepen our breath. Maybe receive the breath through both hands, turning the palms up. Draw the breath up to your heart, up to the throat, and then exhale and let the breath go. Inhaling through both hands, up to the heart, exhale from the throat. Let's invite a little more energy into the body, moving the feet, toes, perhaps wiggling the fingers. Depending on where we are, we may want to bend our knees and sway the knees a little bit. If you're on an elevated surface, just a very gentle reminder that there's a little drop off if you roll to the side. So I know most people do chuckle at that, but that drop off is a little bit of a surprise. When you're ready, roll to one side. Allow your body a little bit of time to reset before coming to seated. We do have a mudra for the heart energy. Looks like this. Makes a heart. You take your fingers, your thumbs, index finger, ring finger, pinky finger touch, middle fingers curl in so that the backs of the knuckles are touching on the middle finger. Close, Terry. Donna, help her out, Donna, help her out. Donna's got it. Yeah. Look at Donna's hands.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Middle fingers down. There you go. And the other hand. There you go. We're all here for each other.
Makes the heart.
Use your middle finger
To make the heart.
to make the heart. It's not wrong, it's just different. This, we're all just, maybe that's what your body really needs. It's the middle finger. This one, middle finger. That did not come out right. Maybe you need the middle finger today. No one does. All right, sitting nice and tall. From here, we lower the hand down in front of the center of the chest, Anahata. Sitting nice and tall, chin is relaxed just slightly. Draw a deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale hard. Bhastrika. Oh, another note, before you do Bhastrika, tighten your pelvic floor. Pull up through the pelvis. Big inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Again. That's Bhastrika, breathing technique to get the ego out of the way, out of your stomach. From here, we can bring our hands to our closing gesture of Anjali Mudra, seal of reverence. Let's take a deep breath in together. And we can close with a bow, namaste.
Thank you.
Y'all are all done.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for experimenting with fish. I know it's I know fish pose is like sushi, some people hate it. For some people, fish pose is like, ugh.